You download it first. I am 22 weeks now, and it tells you how big your baby is, like comparisons. Hey, it's Shay Shay. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do another pregnancy related video. I am pregnant for the second time, if you guys did not know and if you're new here, but for those of you who did know, I'm gonna make a video about my top 15 pregnancy must-haves. I've seen a lot of videos on this, and being pregnant the second time, I know what you need and what you don't need, or what's really essential in my personal opinion. And some things I saw that they didn't mention, so I wanted to go ahead and just mention that in my video. But let's just begin. Okay, so the first thing that I think that you need that is a pregnancy must-have in your pregnancy is a pregnancy app. Now you're probably thinking, if you're not pregnant, like, what? There's an app for that? Yes, girl, there's an app for it, and trust me, it's so helpful so that you don't have to keep running to Google, even though you probably still will. Or, you know, call your doctor, being annoying all the time, you know, because we have so many questions as mothers and new mothers, even, you know, mothers, second and third and fourth time mothers, you know what I'm saying? Every pregnancy is different, but this app really saved me, and I actually have the same app that I had in my first pregnancy to now, so I will show you guys. The app is called What to Expect. It's a little purple emblem. So you go here, you download it first, of course, wherever your download is, but basically it says a shayless pregnancy. That's me. I am 22 weeks now, and it tells you how big your baby is, like comparisons. My baby's 1 pound now. I have 18 weeks to go. It tells you how far you have left. It gives you videos. It gives you a video of your baby every single week when you turn a new week. It gives you the common symptoms, tells you about your baby, tells you about your body, and it tells you about common things, and then it tells you and always gives a comparison of how big your baby is. So my baby is as big as a red bell pepper. Every single time I'm pregnant, which I've only been pregnant twice, I always download the app first, because even if you've been a mom, you forget things, so that app will always tell you what you need to know, what you need to remember, stuff like that. So I just find it very helpful. The second thing you need is vitamins, which in our pregnancy we call them prenatals. I and every single pregnant woman has to take these every single day, once a day. I hear that they do have gummies as well, if people who doesn't like swallowing pills, because I know that's very hard for some women to do. I just take a water and I just swig it down. It's not really a big deal to me. Yeah, they have gummies for those who can't take pills, and also along with the vitamins, I would suggest Tums. I don't have that with me, but I don't have that because it's for heartburn. I haven't had heartburn in this pregnancy or my first pregnancy, so I don't ever need Tums. Now, I do not have heartburn on a regular basis, but if you are farther along in your pregnancy or heartburn is one of your symptoms, which it could very well be, but don't quote me, you know, that doesn't mean you're gonna get heartburn, but that is one of the symptoms of pregnancy, and if you do have that, I would recommend using Tums. Again, I don't use that, but that's just a recommendation. But prenatals I do need to take. I take these 1-a-day prenatals. You can get them at Walmart and I believe Walgreens or even CVS. I just take one of these a day and I'm all good to go. This gives nutrients to your baby and your body, like it says, before, during, and after pregnancy. So I normally actually take these sometimes when I'm not pregnant, but I definitely have to take these every day. You need high folic acid for your baby, omega-3s. This has fish oil in it, biotin to make your hair grow. That's why I say pregnancy makes your hair grow, along with the prenatal vitamins, and there's a lot of other stuff that you need in here as well. You know, people's minds are going so crazy when they're pregnant and what you need. That is one of the top things that you first need whenever you first find out that you're pregnant, because your baby actually needs nutrients the most when you first find out. But that's why also when you set your first appointment up, which is normally around 8 to 9 weeks, that the doctor does see you for your pregnancy to confirm it and give you an ultrasound, They normally give you a lot of samples, which I pretty much use on my samples. But yeah, I normally take those, and then I end up buying that one a day for women just because I like those ones, and I carry on with those in my pregnancy. They're kind of expensive. They're like about 30 to 40 bucks, so they're not cheap, but they are recommended, and you need prenatals in your pregnancy for you and baby most importantly. So yep, that's the second thing. The third thing, which TMI, if you don't like vulgar stuff, even though this isn't really vulgar, but these are bras, so if you don't like that, click away. But you need new bras. Your boobs get so big, even if you never had a chest, your boobs will even get slightly, even a little bit bigger, and your bras won't really fit the same. I don't recommend you just to go out and buy like all new bras, 7, 8, 9, 10 new bras, you know what I'm saying? But your boobs do get bigger, and in my experience, my boobs kept getting bigger and they don't shrink down, even though I know some people keep saying that, you know, your chest does shrink down after you've expressed milk, or you're breastfeeding, or you don't breastfeed, your boobs will go down. Mine have always stayed big, breastfeeding or not. So I do invest in new bras, but I don't recommend that for other people just because my experience, my body's different. But I would say you should at least invest in 2 to 3 maternity bras or more if that's what you want to do. I also wear these when I'm not pregnant around the house just because they're so comfortable. But this is definitely the third thing that you need in your pregnancy immediately. They come in different colors. I just have a tan and black one to show you, but I also have white and blue. These are really soft. Sorry about the lint. These are really soft and so comfortable. They're like spandex, so they're stretchy as well, which is so comfortable. You need spandex. And you can use them when you're breastfeeding. They also have little clasps on them so that you could easily pop a little boob out and feed your baby. If you're breastfeeding, they just come right off. They just pop right off. Okay guys, the next thing that you're gonna need is like some type of belly butter, belly balm, belly lotion, belly moisturizer. You need something to moisturize your belly with because of, as you know, stretch marks. There's a lot of controversy on people saying that stretch marks are genetics. So if your mom or grandma had them, you will get them. I didn't believe that to be true till my second pregnancy, and I do have stretch marks. So maybe, I don't know, I'm not the best person to maybe get advice from on stretch marks, but they happen. But in my first pregnancy, I did not have stretch marks on my belly. I've always had stretch marks on my arms, thighs, butt, skin, sides, but I've never had stretch marks on my belly, even in pregnancy the first time. This second pregnancy, I do have stretch marks. But for you, you know what I'm saying, your skin might be obviously completely different than mine. So even if you're predisposed, you can still help by trying to prevent stretch marks, which I'm gonna say what first doesn't work. That might be a cult favorite that everybody talks about. This bio oil, honey, does not work, okay? Don't get it at Walmart. It does not work. It may work for some people. In my case, it didn't work. In my mom's case, it doesn't work. Other people I've known, it doesn't work. So what I would recommend you use is more natural products, which I actually tried this Birds and Bees Mama Bee, which a lot of pregnant women I've heard like this. It's a belly butter and they like this. This is somewhat natural. I don't find it to be that great for my skin personally, but I did want to try it out. But what does work, you're probably wondering, like, girl, what works then? I'll tell you right now. It's natural solutions, of course, natural remedies that help prevent and help fade stretch marks that are known to do that. I use organic shea butter, African organic shea butter, and I got this from Amazon. I've had it for a while now. You can normally get them at probably a Whole Food store, beauty supply store, or your health food store, and Amazon. Of course, Amazon, they have everything. But I got this from Amazon. My local health food store doesn't have it, so, but this helps me, it helps fade dark marks and everything. So I love using African shea butter on my skin. or I use 2 body oils and carrier oils. This is jojoba oil. I use this like all over my skin because I have a lot of little skin ailments. I love using jojoba oil on my skin, and they say this is the most natural solution, the most that mimics skin's, like, I think collagen production, but don't quote me on that. But jojoba oil is the closest oil to our skin sebum or whatever. So I use this and it does work on my skin. This is by Now, and I got this from my health food store along with this other oil I'm going to show you. And I wanted to try out this other oil that I've never tried, and I think it does fairly well. It's the avocado oil, and I looked on Google, that's why I tried it, and it says that this helps with stretch marks too, so I'm trying it right now in my pregnancy. At night, I just rub these oils on my belly. The 5th thing you need is water, of course. They say pregnant and non-pregnant, you're supposed to drink 64 ounces of water. I love drinking water not pregnant, but in my pregnancy I have been struggling a little bit. But to keep up with your water intake, I would suggest going for maybe Life water or Fiji water that comes in the pack, and that comes in like a very big bottle, or you can get the equivalent of the Great Value bottles. I like using these Life waters because they're really big, but these are 33.8 ounces. I normally could drink 2 of these a day and I'll be good. And again, alternatively, you can just buy a regular pack of 24 to 36 water bottles that you can find at your local grocery stores. And this one is 16.9 ounces. So if you do the math, I'm pretty sure if you drink 4 of these, it'll be like around or over 64 ounces. Or you can drink 4 of these. So 2 of those or 4 of these. Also, to help, if you feel like that's too much, I got this 40-ounce cup. It's an insulated cup, so it keeps hot stuff hot and cold stuff cold. And I just got this from Walmart. It was actually not that expensive. It's kind of like a water bottle jug thing, but you can fill this up twice and you'll be good as well. The next thing you're gonna want, which I don't have to show right now because they're all in my laundry, I need to wash them, but clothes. Now people don't, and I also don't recommend to go out and buy all maternity clothes as soon as you're expecting, you find out. I don't really say you should do that, but I do say that you maybe should invest in some, because when you get bigger you're gonna need it, you know what I'm saying, especially if you don't have stretchy stuff already to begin with, and you will get a little bigger. That's just fact. You're supposed to gain like 20 pounds 25 pounds of your pregnancy or something like that. Also, don't quote me, but if you're, you know what I'm saying, bigger, even if you're small, you might get a little bigger at the end. So you might want to invest in some clothes. I would suggest, which it's been hot in Florida, so I've been wearing sundresses, sundress season. I've been wearing those in my whole pregnancy and they've been very helpful. And I like wearing sweatpants from Nike. And I did invest in a little bit of maternity clothes, but not too much. I just like wearing sundresses so you can keep it real cute. Go to Ross or Marshalls, get you a few cute, cheap sundresses and just be good. Or you can just wear a few sweatpants. You'll be good, girl. You'll be comfortable. You'll be so comfy, girl. Trust me. And also, speaking of clothes, you really would want to invest in some spandex panties. I have found, like, normally I wear cotton all the time. You're supposed to wear cotton, but in my pregnancy I have found that spandex has saved my life. Okay, they're so comfortable, they stretch and grow with you, they're affordable, they're so soft and comfy. Like, I needed those. I love them. I've been wearing them in my pregnancy and I have not had any issues with tightness or anything like that. So, and I got mine from Victoria's Secret. I just got some little spandex boy short panties from Victoria's Secret, so I would suggest you go look at those. Whether it's the beginning in your pregnancy like me, or when you're so big at the end of your pregnancy, you're gonna need a pregnancy pillow. I got 2. I got this big one. This is the full body pregnancy pillow. It doesn't detach though, it's stitched together. So since you just saw my first pregnancy pillow that I got a second one for that reason. It does not detach. My old pregnancy pillow in my first pregnancy detached. It was like a full body one, but it broke up into like 3 pieces from Boppy. But this one comes with just the perfect size, mid-size piece if you're traveling, or if you're just at home chilling, or if that one's too big for you. I would suggest you go for the mid-size like I did. And I got this from Amazon, and it's from the Boppy line. This has a zipper on it, and it washes very easily, so you could easily take this off and wash it. Y'all, that pillow is so soft, so plush. It's the perfect mid-size to go in between my legs and hug my stomach. Like, I love laying down using that, and I found that I needed a pregnancy pillow very, very early in my personal pregnancy experience. The first one I needed it farther along because I was so uncomfortable later on, but this one I'm already uncomfortable now, very uncomfortable. So I needed that like at 10 or 12 weeks. I just ordered that off Amazon, and I was good to go, sleeping very nice at night. So I would suggest you use that whenever you start to get uncomfortable. All right guys, so the next thing that you will need is some type of candy that you can kind of suck on to help with nausea. If you experience nausea, which 80 to 90% of us do in our pregnancies, and the first one I didn't, and this one now, I experienced the worst nausea I've ever felt in my entire life. But something to help curb that nausea was these Preggy pop drops, and these were gifted to me. I'm not sure where you can get this from. Maybe the health food store, because it says it's natural and drug-free. Or, of course, where can you go if you can't find anything? Amazon. The 9th thing you're gonna need is a belly band. Now, my first pregnancy, I wasn't even that big. I didn't need them, but this one, I am bigger in my pregnancy overall, bigger. But I got this belly band from Nordstrom. I'm sure you can get it from Target as well, or Walmart. But I got a pregnancy belly band, and it says, this one's size 4, so this is when you get bigger, but there's size 1 to 4, and these help tighten, support, and just help keep comfortable your belly in your pregnancy while you're wearing clothes. Or it also serves as, you can wear it like your pants unbuttoned, and you can wear this belly band, or you can wear your pants unbuttoned and use a scrunchie to loop around your loopholes, and that will hold your pants together as well. It's a little pregnancy hack. But this is a belly band. I suggest getting more than one. I would suggest like 1 to 3 maybe, because when you wear one and you keep wearing it, you want to wash it, and then you can easily throw on another one. And I have 2 of these, but these are the belly band. They just stretch and they go over your belly and over your pants. The 10th thing here that you need is a heating pad, and you're probably like, what? Like, you use those, girl, during pregnancy? Yep, because guess what? You don't have much that you can use to heal and help with the pain. So I would suggest using a heating pad for me personally. Again, I'm not no professional, gynecologist, doctor, sonographer, primary care physician. So all opinions are my own, and I don't recommend anything to replace your doctor's advice. But in my pregnancy, I use a heating pad. This was the family's heating pad, but I just took it because I need it. I put this on my back because I've gotten extreme back pain, and this really does help me. It just looks like this, and here's a cord, and you plug it in. It has settings. I think it has 4 settings. So it's automatic, and you just shift it to where it needs to be. So, and it also has an automatic shut off. So if you fall asleep, you'll be perfectly fine, because it'll automatically shut off after a certain amount of time, probably an hour or so. But it shuts off fairly quick though. That's the only thing, but I love using this. The 11th thing that you need in pregnancy, girl, is some Dr. Teal Pure Epsom salts. These have calming and healing and anti-inflammatory and anti-pain properties. Basically, you'd want to take warm baths when you're able to, not when you're about to give birth, not when they say you cannot take a bath. No, I'm talking about maybe early on, or as soon as you start feeling pain and it's allowed that you are still allowed to take baths, I would recommend taking a warm bath. These Epsom salts feel so good within a warm bath. Make sure the temperature is not too hot, because I heard that can distress the baby if it's in like a really high and hot temperature. So do not have the water hot, but make sure it's warm enough to where you feel so comfortable, your muscles relax, the pain starts to go away, your feet be hurting too, so warm baths help your feet. I just got the Balance and Calm with matcha green tea. I normally get the other one, the stress relief, the purple one with lavender in it, but I got this one instead to try it out, and I think this is the green salt. But I love Epsom salts, and I be in pain during this pregnancy, girl, so, and I know you might be too if you're watching this, so this is good. The 12th thing that you'll need is some Tylenol. Unfortunately, we can't take cold medicine, or I think even ibuprofen, like heavier medicines. Obviously, you cannot take them during your pregnancy. There's a very limited list of what we can take, but Tylenol is one of the things, even extra strength, that we can take for pain as well. So I have taken these sometimes because I've gotten really bad headaches, or my back's hurting, or my feet's hurting, or if I have like ligament pain, sometimes it's like really bad, or the cramping I felt earlier in my pregnancy. You experienced a lot of pain already, girl, even in pregnancy, trust me. And for all those pregnant mamas who know out there, y'all know. But I have been taking these Tylenol extra strength pain reliever. Everyone knows what Tylenol is, so I would just recommend that, and what I used in my pregnancy this time. So you gotta get it how you live, girl. The next thing that I would suggest you get, to me, also in my pregnancy must-haves, is a journal that you can write in. If you're doing the pregnancy alone, or you're a single mom, such as myself, or you know, you don't really have anyone to talk to because you might not have a lot of friends, or a lot of mommy friends at least, you know, you don't want to vent to social media because that's never good, then you just want to write down all your feelings inside of a journal just to yourself. It's a good venting mechanism and coping mechanism to just write stuff down if that's your thing. Also, I would say for me to feel better, I listen to music or eat, but stress eating is not good. But anyways, I would suggest you getting a little cheap little notebook, and I got this from Walmart, and I literally write what I'm feeling down, you know what I'm saying, if I don't want to exploit myself to people, friends, social media, all alike. Also praying is good too, but for like a more faster way to cope, I would suggest writing it down. Also, writing stuff down, because we have pregnancy brain, this helps us remember stuff. You could talk about what you went through in your pregnancy to somebody, or you could just look back and remember what you went through by writing it down, you know what I'm saying, because that paper is always going to be there, and what you felt and what you're feeling and what you were craving, what was hurting you, you know, you can write down whatever you want from your pregnancy and always keep it forever as a keepsake for you, and just to look back, you know, it's fun to look back. So, and these are also helpful for reminders. So just a notebook's good for so many purposes, so I would suggest getting one. Okay, the next, and to me most huge thing that I saw nobody mention in their videos for the pregnancy must-haves was the fact that you need insurance and extra money. Let me explain. So if you're younger and you're on your parents' plan, that's perfect. You need insurance as soon as you're going for your first appointment. You have an appointment once a month up until you're about 20 something to 30 weeks. Then you have an appointment every 2 weeks. And then when you're 30 plus weeks, you start having appointments every single week, once a week. So they get closer and closer together. That's a lot of appointments you have. Trust me, all the prenatal appointments you have to go to. So I would suggest you also call your insurance and look up good OBGYNs who you trust. Make sure that you like your OBGYN, because they'll be seeing you during your whole pregnancy. And if you're like me, you do not like change, because I remember in my first pregnancy, I didn't like my first OBGYN, so I had to switch to another one. And I don't like change. I like things to stay the same, so I get like high anxiety from that type of stuff. But this time in my second pregnancy, I have and found an OBGYN who I do really, really like. I love her and I trust her. You need to have someone you trust because they're going to be looking down in your hoo-ha a lot. They're going to be checking you. They're going to break your strip your membrane. They're going to go up there, check for the baby, for dilation when you're later on. You're going to want to trust and like your OBGYN. So I would suggest you do the research as well with the insurance, and then you'll have to go again when you're 8 to 9 weeks to get your first ultrasound and confirm your pregnancy. So that's why I mentioned insurance, because you need that. And if you do not have insurance, there's never anything wrong with applying for Medicaid, because labor and pregnancy is very expensive. And that also brings me to why you need money. A baby's coming on the way, y'all. It ain't cheap. I literally heard, and I don't even know how true this is, but it takes $1 million to raise each kid. I don't know how far the time span is. I think probably 1 to 18 years old, it takes like about $1 million, which I don't even know if that's true or not, but you spend a lot of dang money, okay, on a kid. And you need extra money to buy Pampers, clothes, appliances, swings, bottles, passies, crib, car seat, stroller. Like, I can go on, y'all. I can go on, okay? But you need extra money of your own as well. So save some up, or start saving some from check to check. Or if you're a stay-at-home mom, hopefully your baby daddy, your child's father is in your life and they're helping you, or you have some family friends to help you. You gonna need some money, girl, even after and before the baby shower, I'm telling you, because your baby's gonna need stuff. And also, if there's ever an emergency, you need extra money. So a baby ain't cheap, y'all. It's a blessing and beautiful, but it ain't cheap. And the last thing from a long video, which I didn't want to make it that long, but there's a lot of stuff that you need. So, but anyways, the last thing is panty liners. Maybe TMI, but you get a lot of discharge, more than normal. And it is normal for us, again, us women, to secrete fluids and discharge, because that's our vag area self-cleaning. So we already experienced discharge, but you experience more, again, TMI, when you're pregnant, to the point where you want to save your underwear and save your comfortability. So I'm pretty sure every woman or young lady knows what a panty liner is, but if you don't, I'm here to show you, as well as you do need this in your pregnancy. But okay, guys, I hope you guys like this long video. These were all 15 of my pregnancy literal must-haves. Yeah, you just need a lot of things when you're pregnant. You go through a lot of things when you're pregnant. That's why you need all these things. But it's always a blessing, and congratulations if you're an expecting mommy like me. I'm due in December 2019, so if you guys are expecting, congratulations. If you're thinking about it, baby dust to you. If you guys like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. I have more videos, of course, on the way. You guessed it right. But thank you. Please subscribe, and congratulations to all the mommies out there. Bye, guys. The quote of today is, don't wait. Thank God for everything that you have. All right, guys, be blessed.
So baby, come and get